Hello again. Today I'm reviewing the Pantasy building brick set 85045, Prague Astronomical Clock. This set contains 2,441 pieces and comes with 2 instruction booklets totaling 288 pages. This set was released April 2026 and retails for around £130. This set was kindly gifted to me by the people at Pantasy, but all thoughts and opinions are my own. The 2 Pantasy people included are a professor and a student. Both Pantasy people have front and back torso printing and come with interchangeable legs, so you can have them either standing or sitting. The first part of this build is the ground floor, where we get a tiled pavement and a couple of ornate black city streetlights. The front of the Astronomical Research Studio includes a small door between 2 decorative pillars, but the most distinctive feature of the section is the bottom calendar dial. The sides and the back are relatively plain, but inside the research studio we have a checkerboard flooring and several items of furniture. A classical bookcase, research desk, and a chest of drawers occupy the space, but situated almost in the centre of the room is a golden, intricate celestial globe. A couple of LED lights and a scroll depicting scientific wonders hang on the walls, and a winding staircase in the back right-hand corner leads us up to the next level. Next is the first floor, or the Astronomical Clockwork level, and the second floor, the Astronomical Observatory. This whole section can be accessed thanks to the aid of a large brick-built hinge door at the back, and the clockwork level is where the power and motor module that powers all the lights and mechanical linkages are stored. The observatory features a dual platform. The lower houses a wonderful gilded astronomical telescope, while the upper level contains central clock dials housing constellation stands. The set does come with all 12 signs of the zodiac, but only 6 can be used at any one time. Inside we get 2 more LED lights, and on the outside we get some windows and some standard clock faces, all decorated with gold trim. On the front of the building, 2 matching pillars continue climbing up the height of the structure, and at the top is a stone statue in light yellow. The centerpiece of this section is of course the astrolabe. This intricate upper dial, which shows time and the movement of the astral bodies through the sky, is incredibly detailed, with fantastic prints. The main clock hand also includes a small rotating circle to show what month you are in, and the whole circular clock face is surrounded by a clever use of unique part pieces, helping to add a touch of interstellar splendor. The final part of the build is the top of the Astronomical Observatory. 4 large pieces connect to form a starry dome, which is lit up with the help of 2 LED lights attached to a golden roof chandelier. The front portion comes with a sloping roof in sand green, featuring Gothic spires, and 2 more LEDs are situated under both sides of the archway. Now all parts are built, the last thing to do is to click the 3 sections together, connect the power source, and turn the power module on. If built properly, then all 13 lights should illuminate. The calendar dial should rotate along with the clock hands on the astrolabe, and you should be able to glimpse the constellation stands spinning through the upper 2 windows. I have to admit, I have been a LEGO purist for many years, and this is the first non-LEGO construction brick set I have built, and I have to say in all honesty, I am very impressed. Regular viewers to the channel will know that modular buildings are my favourite sets to build, and I especially love structures that are based on actual historic landmarks. The Pantasy Prague Astronomical Clock is most certainly a striking brick-built homage to one of Europe's most beautiful and complicated buildings. The final product is very impressive, and with all the lights and moving pieces, it most definitely has the wow factor. The first thing I have to immediately comment on is the amount of printed elements involved within this set. There are absolutely no stickers whatsoever, a factor which is still mind-boggling to me. Every decorative part is pad printed, and I even took the time to rub my fingernail over the printed pieces just to check for any chipping or damage to the designs, which there were none. As for the quality of the actual bricks themselves, the bricks look and feel just like ordinary Lego bricks, and apart from a few smudges that were easily removed and a few scuffs on a couple of dark blue elements, I would confidently say that the Pantasy brick quality is pretty much on par with Legos. I felt the build itself was a lot more intense than your standard Lego set, and I think that was mainly due to the experience dealing with the lighting aspect. Once again, a brick-built structure incorporating a lighting system was a first for me, so I had to really pay attention, follow the instructions incredibly carefully, but most importantly, relax, take my time, and go at my own pace. If you are an avid builder with sausage fingers like me, then patience is most definitely key, and as a handy side note, if you are attempting to build this set yourself, then do yourself a favour and grab yourself a pair of trusty tweezers. The set does come with a tool, which I have decided to dub the Pantasy pliers, but trust me, a pair of tweezers will make the process of trapping all the wires underneath the tiles a lot easier, a factor I only discovered when I was about 80% of the way through the build. On the subject of lighting, I have to say that this set was a great introduction to LEDs, and learning how they all connect together. I have several mock buildings I would love to illuminate with lights, and now knowing what I've learnt, I'm pretty confident I can actually manage it. Also, loose wires are never the most attractive thing to look at, but this set does do a great job of trying to hide as much of the wiring as possible, and includes some ingenious methods of tidying and limiting the unsightly mess. But where this set truly shines is the price. I know price per piece is not the most accurate metrics considering more and more construction sets seem to be using a greater number of smaller elements these days, but this set contains over 2,400 pieces and costs around £130. Now if Lego had made this set, you would easily be looking around the £240 price region, which is almost double. Also, it wouldn't come with any of the lights, no power motor, no module, and a huge number of those printed pieces would most certainly be stickers. As someone who enjoys building Lego sets to unwind, you are always faced with one common consequence, and that is, the hobby that you enjoy doing to relax is in fact adding nothing but a huge amount of strain and stress to your bank account. So I have to applaud Pantasy at managing to create something as incredibly intricate as the Prague Astronomical Clock at such a reasonable price. Now, if you have been to Prague and have seen the clock for yourself, you will notice there are some obvious differences compared to the original structure, and the main ones being the absence of the apostles in the window and the exterior figurines of vanity, greed, death and lust. As a historic side note, the astronomical clock is so insanely detailed, its original architect was actually blinded on the order of the Prague councillors, so that he could never repeat his work. So with that in mind, I think we can overlook these small differences, as some things are just too impossible to recreate like for like out of little tiny plastic bricks. Also, during stage 11 of the build, I ended up with these two 1x6 plates left over, and I have checked the instructions many times, and I've still no idea where they go. Regarding the Pantasy people, yes, that is what I am calling them, well, the jury is still out on that one. They are highly decorative, but I think the idea of what a minifigure should be is far too entrenched in my brain at this time to be able to form a fair and unbiased opinion about them. But who knows, maybe they will grow on me in time, or maybe I might like them more if I have more of these large cranial characters in my collection. Designed for adult collectors and architectural enthusiasts, this set succeeds in capturing both the artistry and the mechanical spirit of the real clock in Prague's Old Town Square, and also comes with connector pins on both sides, so you can attach another one of the Pantasy modulars to it, like the newly released Dinosaur Museum or the Art School, so you can start creating your own city. Pantasy have only been around for about 6 years, and already they have a plethora of unique themes and well-known IPs, like Garfield, Kung Fu Panda, and even one of my all-time favourites, Dragon Ball. So if you are interested in checking out any of the products, I will leave a link to the Pantasy website in the description section below. Anyway, that's it for the review. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.